Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing, man. What's going on, everybody? So, I want to give my predictions for this weekend fight. We got a unification bout, one of my favorite fights I've been waiting for this year. I've been excited about one of my favorite divisions in boxing, the super bantamweight division, 122 pounds. Love the division. A lot of good talent in there. Steve Fulton, Brandon Figueroa, you got Ronnie Rios, you got Murajan Ahmed. Uh, I forgot his name. Man, I forgot how to say the man's last name. Murajan. You got who else is in the division? Reese Aleem, another top talent. Still got Steve Angelo Leo. You got Aaron Almeida, who's a good fighter in his own right. Really one of my favorite divisions in all of boxing, man. I love watching those guys fight. They get it on. You also got Luis Neri, who moved up weight, but it came up short. Got stopped by Brandon Figueroa. So I wanted to give my predictions for the unification bout. We have Brandon Figueroa. He is 5'9", 72-inch reach, very big and very tall for the weight class. 22 wins, 17 knockouts. His notable wins is against Luis Neri, Julio Ceja. I was there for that fight, very close and kind of controversial fight. I was there, I seen it in the flesh. He's currently the WBC champion and he owns part of the WBA title, but he is the WBC 122-pound champion. He'll be taking on Stephen Coolboy Fulton, 5'6", 70-inch half reach, 19-0, 8 knockouts. His notable wins are against Angelo Leo and Arnold Kihei. Yeah, Kihei. He's the WBO champion. So this fight was gonna be made regardless. Cool Boy. I would remember Steve. I think Steve Fulton had won. I forgot who he beat, and Brandon Figueroa had beat someone that same night. I think it was Avalar, and they stepped in the ring and they talked about fighting. So this fight was going to be made regardless of what happened, So we're getting an excellent unification fight. Salute to the PBC for putting on this good fight. I think everybody should check this fight out. It's going to be a fun, excitable fight. So what we know about Brandon Figueroa, Brandon Figueroa is a tall, long, big guy for this weight class. Good fighter. He likes to come forward, put the pressure on fighter, likes to put the pressure on guys and fight in the inside and impose his will and break guys down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for a guy's height and his length, you would think he would try to box it outside, dominate the smaller guys that he's fighting and things of that nature. But no, he likes to fight in the inside and he likes to impose his will and break down his opponents to get the W. That's usually how Brandon Figueroa does it. Tough guy, got a good chin on him, can take some shots. Defensively, not the greatest all the time, you know what I'm saying? But just he knows what he does well and he does it kind of, that's just what Brandon Figueroa does. Then we got Steve Fulton, who is known to be more of a slicker boxer, likes to fight from the outside, box, use his hand speed, his footwork, things of that nature, but it can also fight in the inside. He showed that against Angelo Leo. He has the ability to do that. Steve Fulton, not a lot of knockouts on his record, but he has good pop in his punches. Only eight knockouts, so people would assume that he doesn't have that much power, but he has enough power to deter you, to make you think twice from just pushing forward on him and things of that nature. So I was looking at this fight and I was looking at both guys because I've been following both guys for a while. And the more I watch this fight, the more I look at it. And I just think that Steve Fulton is just going to be able to beat Brandon Figueroa to the punch. It's just he has the faster hands. He's a little better from boxing at distance. He has the skills to fight inside. Maybe he doesn't fight Brandon Figueroa in the inside all day, but Steve Fulton has a lot of abilities, but Figueroa does too. I think in this fight, if Brandon Figueroa mixes up, he'll have a chance to win this fight. Because the thing is, Steve Fulton, when Steve Fulton is fighting from the outside, Steve Fulton will just back up sometimes in a straight line. Not all the time, but sometimes he'll back up in a straight line. And I think if Brandon Figueroa tries to box from the outside in this fight a little bit more, he'll have better luck. He might have a little bit better luck than he think he will in this fight. Because the right straight hand might be key in this fight to back up, catch Steve Fulton backing up. But Brandon Figueroa just don't stick to it. He'll do it for a minute, but it's just not in him. And I think that's going to be kind of the downfall in this fight for him against Steve Fulton, is that he's just going to come with one style. He's just going to try to put the pressure on Stephen Fulton, fight him in the inside. And Stephen Fulton can mix it up in different areas. He can fight from the outside. He can fight at the mid-range. He can fight in the inside. He maybe be as aggressive as Brandon Figueroa, or as physically dominating in the inside as Brandon Figueroa, but Steve Fulton has the skill set to win this fight and box from the outside. And I think that's what Steve Fulton gonna do. I think he's gonna mix it up. He's gonna really start off this fight boxing the outside, moving it around, trying to keep the fight in the center of the ring to make Brandon Figueroa come forward. Brandon Figueroa tends to give up his height, so that's gonna give Steve Fulton opportunities to land shots and control the round. Is he gonna knock Brandon Figueroa out? Probably not. I doubt he knocks Brandon Figueroa out, but I think he's gonna do enough and get the decision in this fight. I just think his intelligence, his ring IQ, and his ability is going to be enough. I think he moves better than Brandon Figueroa, better footwork, is a little bit faster with his punches. He could, I think he'll beat Brandon Figueroa in the fight. But the key for Steve Fulton in this fight, he just got to mix it up. He just don't sit there and fight Brandon Figueroa's fight in the inside the whole time. I know you did that with Angelo Leo, and you had success, and you was able to kind of bust Angelo Leo up. But in this fight, it could be a lot more dangerous. So Stephen Fulton needs to mix it up if he wants to win this fight. If he wants to win this fight, and I think he is going to win this fight, and I'm picking him for a unanimous decision to win this fight, he has to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? And for Brandon Figueroa, the key in this fight is same thing. Mix it up. Don't just be one-dimensional, because whoever is fighting in one style, only trying to fight from the outside or only trying to fight in the inside, they're going to give the other fighter opportunities. But I'm going with Stephen Coolboy Fulton to win this fight, because Brandon Figueroa, he just gives up his height too much. And you don't want to do that against a guy like Steve Fulton, who has the faster hands, who has the better feet, who moves a little bit better than you. You don't want to just be one-dimensional against him. And I think that Steve Fulton will win this fight. He doesn't have the height, he doesn't have the range, but he's a better boxer from fighting from the outside and the mid-range than Brandon Figueroa. And Brandon Figueroa needs to look at a guy like Ray Vargas. Ray Vargas uses his height well. He'll fight you in the inside, but he knows how to fight at the distance and keep you at range and use his superior size and height and size against you in a fight. And I haven't seen Brandon Figueroa try to stick to that. And I think that's going to be the downfall in this fight. I think he's going to be acceptable for punches coming in. And Stephen Fulton is going to catch him coming in with punches. He's going to let Steve Fulton try to walk him down and catch him with punches. But Steve Fulton just needs to keep it at the center of the ring, and he'll win this fight. So I'm taking Stephen Coolboy Fulton with a unanimous decision. I think his skill set will be a little too much for Brandon Figueroa. But that's my prediction. Y'all check that fight out, November 27th on Saturday on Showtime. Don't miss the fight. Great unification fight, and with big implications at the 122-pound division, which is known as the super bantamweight. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.